Tonight's stories.
Not answering.
Did it? I didn't look at it.
She was like, that's why it sounded like, because you were like,
oh no, do we need to do it again?
I guess. Not answering. See?
no.
Now I can't do it. You know what, bro? See?
Tonight's stories.
Not answering.
Feeling hurt.
Backyard party.
Conservative mom. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Comfort Level Podcast. I'm Maddie, and I'm here with
Brando.
Sam.
SJ.
Perfect. Okay. And then if it all goes in, maybe it's supposed to happen.
The sass of that one was perfect. Not answering.
So you got a new phone.
I did. It finally came.
Yes.
It's been such a hassle to get this on, so I'm glad that I actually finally have my hands on it. And
It's beautiful.
I mean, that's literally one of the freshest phones. Like, you came in, you were opening it,
it was
while we were here.
still sealed by the
Hot
time
off
I
the
got
presses.
here. Fresh. It was back ordered, so this is actually, she's really hot off
It's
the
got that
press.
new bread smell.
So how do you feel? I mean, you only had it for like 15 minutes. But
I feel amazing. I was so sick of Apple that I feel like I'm really sticking it to the man right now.
You are. No, 100% you are.
Like, I feel like I'm really doing something.
Just hit the like and subscribe. Just for that.
I will say, though, Sam, Brandon, SJ,
Yeah.
I finally moved in the direction of a tattoo. And
We don't
I'm
believe you.
gonna take my sleeve off.
Not if this is a
Oh
joke.
my gosh, is this a reveal?
If this is a joke.
And Sadia, go ahead and take your sleeve off.
No way!
Okay, I guess I will.
Close your eyes.
SJ's even
Guys,
doing
close
it
your
after
eyes,
the
close your
SJ
eyes,
goes
Brandon,
across.
close your
Okay.
eyes. His eyes are not closing.
Right now.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out right now. This is actually, oh my god, I'm excited.
All right, guys.
Oh my gosh. If there's nothing there, I'm going to swing on both of you. I just want y'all to know.
Uh-oh.
I'm swinging.
Uh-oh. Well, hold on.
Oh my
right, guys, are you ready?
anticipation.
It's killing me.
Bring your hand over here.
All this anticipation for nothing.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys can look.
No way!
Isn't it so cute?
That's a marker.
Is it a marker?
That's a marker.
It's a marker. It's a marker.
That's a marker.
Wait, Sam. Before you actually get mad, I did get a tattoo. Legitimately.
Oh, wait,
I
really?
did.
Well, you're always getting tattoos.
I did. You guys want to see it though?
Yeah,
I do wanna see it.
Let's see it.
Ooh.
Oh, butterflies in the sky. I can go twice as high.
Wait, that looks like my new tattoo.
Maddie?
Maddie?
Maddie! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh.
Are y'all shocked or are y'all shocked?
Oh, yes, the plan worked perfectly.
That
Yeah.
took our reveal. That was 20 times better than our reveal. Oh my
You see, the
god!
skin is still red.
Yeah.
That's-
We went literally yesterday.
Tattoo reveal.
Maddie, welcome to the tattoo
How
club.
good does it look?
Oh,
You guys, the
my.
shading on this is insane.
It's
Did it hurt?
insane.
A little bit, but for
She
the
was
most part, it
taking
was
it though.
fine.
Oh my gosh! And she got that alabaster skin. Look how it looks on that white
It
skin.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
good.
gosh! That looks so
That's
good.
That was the best surprise ever. I mean,
For
it sucks
us-
because you guys won't be able to sneak peek. So it's like I'm like reading stories,
Yeah.
but
Wait, can we shout out the real impetus of this? Shout out my mom.
shout out.
Because my mom got her first tattoo last week, and coincidentally, a week after,
Really?
she gave Maddie the strength.
She gave you the
She gave
strength.
me a Kansas City
Mom.
heartbeat to keep moving on.
Shout out my mom.
I appreciate that.
She watches
I
on
appreciate
Patreon,
that.
so she's
Shout out.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Maddie needed that strength. She did.
She did that strength.
Yeah.
And she did it.
Yeah.
She did it.
Which is good because eventually 2 to 3 weeks I won't be in as much pain because right now I'm feeling a little hurt, like this first story.
Woo!
Am I the asshole for feeling hurt by an AI video?
Feeling hurt by it?
Yes.
Actually, I do feel hurt by a lot of these AI.
I feel hurt when I fall for them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And like 30 seconds in, you're like, Hold on.
The AI
Let me see your
pastor.
finger again.
Let me see those hands.
Am I the asshole for feeling hurt by an AI video? My husband, 34, and I, 30, have a history that goes way back. We were each other's first kiss as teenagers and reconnected years later. We've been together for 9 years and married for 4, and he's always been the most amazing, loving person I know.
Okay.
Last night, something happened that really broke my heart. We were having wine with friends when my husband, who was sitting right across from me, messaged me. I opened it up and I saw an AI-generated video of him kissing a female coworker. As I watched it, my face dropped while he just smiled, waiting for my reaction. I tried to keep my composure while our friends were there, but after they left, we had a difficult conversation. My husband insisted I was overreacting, saying it was just a joke and that he didn't even do anything since it was an AI video created by another male coworker. I told him that wasn't the point. What hurt me was that he found it funny and was so dismissive. When I asked him what his reaction was in their group chat, he said, I had no reaction because it's not a big deal. That's when things escalated. I explained that the video was disrespectful, not only to me, but also to his female coworker. To have no reaction, to treat this as a non-issue, was deeply concerning. Our marriage is built on trust, and while I understand workplace jokes, this crossed a major line. We ended up fighting all night and slept in separate rooms. I told him that if he couldn't see why this was a problem, then our marriage might not be as solid as I thought. And I'm now considering divorce. So am I the asshole for getting this upset over a video that wasn't even real?
I want to hear the women talk first. I feel like I might be on the wrong side.
I do understand being upset at seeing that. I get. So he just showed her.
Yeah, he just randomly sent it to her in front of people.
So that's what I don't understand. What motivates you to send that to your partner in front of people, no less? Like that, I don't understand.
I think that is dumb.
Like that, I feel like to me that's dumb, and that's asking for trouble. Because like, if you had no reaction to it, why are you sending it to your partner?
To get
What's
her
the
reaction.
purpose exactly.
That's good, actually.
Like,
So you're trying to get a reaction out of her because you know the optics of the situation.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is weird.
whether it's real or not, it's a video of you kissing another woman. How do you think your wife's going to feel?
I agree with OP saying like it's disrespectful to their relationship. It's disrespectful to the other coworker that's depicted in the video. I completely agree with that. Where I start to come to a screeching halt is when she's like, she wants to get a divorce. Is this something that's necessarily grounds for divorce? To me, I would say no. Would I be pissed off? Would I be heated? 1000%.
Yeah.
Would I be willing to divorce somebody over that? I don't think so.
This whole situation, I could see it as a potential to be like, now I'm really just going to reconsider like how you move in the future and see if that's a further step towards if our relationship will survive. Only because it's like, it's not necessarily like he didn't make the video, right?
Right.
But it's the fact that he showed her the video. He wants her reaction. And then when she says like, this is obviously upsetting to me. Why would you show me this? And he was like, what does it matter? His reaction is the thing that I think is the biggest red flag of like, what does it matter? Like, why is it a big deal? And then he's kind of like, I don't know what the word is, but he's like pushing her feelings down. Like he's making her feel like her feelings are a big deal or they're not the right reaction. You know, like if there's a word for it, I'm trying to think of what it is. But he's like not validating her feelings.
Invalidating.
Yes. And like, he's like, what, you see a picture of your long-term partner kissing somebody or a video of your long-term partner kissing somebody else who I know in person. We know each other. And you are jealous of it? Like, what the hell is wrong with you, Tiffany? Like, it's a freaking joke, Tiffany, get over it. And that's my issue of him being like, his reaction to it. Mm-hmm. I obviously can agree that I don't know that it's immediately jumping to divorce. I don't think you're the asshole for getting upset over a fake video, but I do think it's a consideration of moving forward. We really need to figure out like why you feel this way and figure all that out. And then she needs to think about what she wants to do moving forward of, is this somebody she wants in her life? It probably will lead to couples counseling more than it would divorce, but I still think it's a pretty big deal, his reaction to it. Mm-hmm.
You're saying like his reaction to the reaction, like his reaction to the reaction, or just his reaction up front?
I would say both.
Yeah.
Because even when she was like, well, why didn't you care about that? Why didn't you be like, hey, this is disrespectful to my wife? Like, why are you making a video? The fact that she's also not being stood up for in the group chat of like, bro,
Yeah.
like that's my wife. Like I'm married. That's not really, are we like 12 years old?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like putting a picture of me and like this girl in my class together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, I think I'm the same. It's the reaction to the reaction. After the wife feels uncomfortable, then he should totally switch up. Like, wait, well, let me walk that back.
What?
Oh.
Because that's where the problem really lies, I guess, too. Like, really big problem is that he didn't care that his wife was having a bad reaction. But in the first place, because did he make it?
He didn't
No.
make it.
He didn't
Totally
make it.
committed.
He saw it. He sent it. It was like, I don't really care. But the fact that it made his wife uncomfortable is when he should have been like, oh, maybe I should just, take a step back, think about it for a second. This is making her uncomfortable. Even though it doesn't make the most sense to me for why she would be uncomfortable, I'm still not just going to let her out there be alone.
The other thing is, and people point this out in the comments, is they are using the likeness of a real person, a coworker, to create something. It's just kissing now, but let's say if that other coworker had ideas of creating something else,
Yeah.
he definitely could because he's using technology that can create people kissing.
Right.
So could it
Yeah.
create people doing more? This coworker has no idea that this is going around the office. And like, who knows if like they have like a boomer or I don't know, an older person who doesn't understand technology and they see this and
I feel like it's
if I saw
already an
something
HR
like that,
issue.
yeah,
It's
like,
already an HR issue.
that would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And the fact that he doesn't see an issue with that, again, that's like, yeah, that's you in the video, but that's also somebody else who didn't give consent for that.
Yeah.
Like you're okay with it, but is she going to be okay with it? Does she have a husband? Does she have a wife? You know?
Well, I think, see, I get what you're saying. Like it's a reaction to reaction. Because I do think that is a problem. You bringing up the HR things, I think that's a huge thing. I don't think the relationship part of it, to me, I would be on his side where I'm like, that's not a big deal to me. It's this guy made this video of me kissing another woman. Like that has nothing to do with my relationship at all. As far as like, yes, using someone else's likeness, that is a problem to me. And I could see him seeing this as like, I didn't think that much into it. And I probably should, once the wife came back to me and was like, I don't like this. Then I'm like, you know what? We don't like this because I didn't care about it at the beginning. You care about it. I guess that's what we think because I don't have an opinion about it either way. Mm-hmm. So I do agree with Brandon was like, yeah, he should have just switched up. Like it didn't matter to you. It was definitely flippant. He sent it to her just thinking, he was like, I was just a little thing. And she was like, I didn't like this. He should have been like, okay, yeah, I don't like it either. And we should do something different about it.
I think the best equivalent, he should have treated this like a joke that didn't land well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like what Sadia said in the beginning though, where she was she was being inquisitive and she was saying, why would he show this to her? If he has no reaction, why is he showing it to her? Because he doesn't care about it. He doesn't think it's funny. Only to assume that he's looking for the entertainment and seeing what his wife thinks about it.
Yeah.
And that's where the issue is of like, if you say that you looked at it and you thought nothing of it, you didn't think it was a big deal, why are you showing me? Mm-hmm. You're trying to piss me off? Like, what is that?
But then that's the novelty of AI. It's like, I'm showing me an AI doing something. I feel like any of us would do that.
I guess maybe let me play devil's advocate and say yes. I think it's a bad time to do it when you're at a dinner party and you can't explain
that whole part
anything.
was wrong to me. To me, the way
She
I'm
has no
doing
context. She's just seeing this video.
we're in bed. I'm like, you see what they made? I'm showing in bed, getting reaction. We're alone. It's private. I'm not trying to embarrass her in front of my friends and the thing. I'm like, hey, look at this. And it probably would go better. We'd have a better conversation than sending it to her. She's like, she's got to keep it shut because she's like, she held it until they left. So she's stewing and already thinking about it. Just wondering like, why did you send it to me? Starting to get more mad, more angrier. And then they had the conversation. And then that's his response to it. So it's like worse.
Because the other thing is, did she know it was, did he tell her it was AI or did he just be an idiot, freaking send her a picture of him kissing another freaking
That would be
coworker?
weird.
But what,
Well,
to
there's
me,
hands. There was like 16 fingers on one hand.
I would say I don't know. I feel like the general public would agree that
AI is getting hard to spot.
that is true.
And I'm not going to lie, it is.
But like what what motivates you to be like, yeah, I want to send my partner this video of me kissing somebody else?
Well, I feel like you do have to show your partner.
I guess
Because if she
Being, like,
finds out,
transparent.
finds out that this happened, like that's going to get you in trouble
But
too.
if I knew it was AI generated, like if I knew it was AI generated, I don't think I would have
you
a
wouldn't
problem.
share it? Would you share it?
If
Because that's what I want to know.
if I was in this scenario,
Yeah.
would I share this show that video to my partner? Of course not. No, I wouldn't
But
do
what
that.
if she found out about it and like, why didn't you say anything? Isn't it weird that your coworkers did this? Why didn't
And
you
she
tell
would
me?
look and be like, that's AI. That's so dumb. And would understand why I didn't show it to her. If, one, the qualifiers being I didn't make it myself, and two, it was just something that was floating around the office.
Here's me
And
and
also,
my-
I won't
wait,
say
hold
it
on.
because I feel like it's going to upset you.
I
That's
got-
why I didn't say it.
I got another thing because I see what you're getting at, because now the fact that he doesn't say it and she sees it,
Are you hiding
Why-
something?
why would that be a prompt to be put together?
Why did they pick you two?
Out of all people, why you two?
Yeah.
Because
I mean, these are
that's
my
what's
questions.
going in my head. If you didn't tell me about it, I'm like, is there smoke to that fire?
Yeah.
At the end
but
of the day, go ahead.
I was gonna also say though, but at the same time, that's one thing I would even ask, even if it was shown. Why specifically you two? If there's no one else.
For me, your guys' questions are bringing up more reason for me why the husband should be upset. Because you're saying, if I don't say anything to my wife and this gets back to my wife, she's going to think I'm cheating on her. Even if she knows it's fake, she's going to be like, why? That should have been a reason for the husband to be like, you just created a fake video of me cheating on my wife. Now I have to either tell her, or if she finds out, this isn't a funny joke. This could ruin my marriage, because now she's going to be like, this is either AI,
1000%,
or she's
yes.
going to be like, this is going to cause cracks in our relationship because of a stupid little joke. So
Yeah.
he should 100% have a different reaction. And you guys just, I didn't even think of that until you guys just said that.
Only if
Maddie, you
he,
make that shit up, girl. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
You did.
I agree with that, but only if he's thinking like that, because still AI is novel. It's just a thing, so you can still
If you're
look
trying
at
to
it like,
protect your partner's
partner.
but
emotions,
you're like, why would AI mess up my relationship?
kidding
That's what I'm saying, because I'm like,
I'm not blaming
this is
AI.
This is like a little toy. It's like
As
a toy breaking my
as a
marriage.
partner, as someone who is in a relationship, you are always trying to protect your partner's emotion, protect your partner's peace. Why would I intentionally inflame that in my partner? Why would I do that?
And protect the trust that it took for you to build in the
Thank
relationship
you.
that can
That's
be gone
true.
in a second.
I'm
Yeah.
protecting the sanctity of my relationship, God forbid.
I want you to know I'm an honorable partner. And I feel like I think he should be upset because his friend is potentially causing strife with his relationship.
Yeah.
Because if she does find out, then all these things that which are great points that you guys brought up of maybe he should tell her. But it's like, now that his friend created this situation, he's like, damn, now I have to have a conversation with my wife. And I also wouldn't show her the video first. I'd be like, so this happened at work today.
Yeah.
My coworker made a video of.
Yeah, he's not my friend. He's my coworker now.
My coworker made this video of me and another coworker kissing. I don't know why he thought it would be funny. Because again, that's where OP's saying he didn't defend her in the group chat, which is like even more reason to be like, why are you doing that? Because also these people are like in their 30s. He's 34. At what point is that a funny joke of like, oh, I just made a video of you cheating on your wife? Isn't that funny? With Kathy.
Unfortunately, I know people who are like that.
But would you personally think that's funny?
I wouldn't think it's funny.
Would you personally think that's funny?
If it was my wife, no, I don't think that's funny.
Yeah, I'm not on the same page as him. I think we had a lot of the same points.
I know, but I guess I'm just asking people. I don't personally think I would think it's funny.
I would.
Would you think that's funny?
It would
And
be
I don't think I'm on
this funny.
I don't think I'm
Unfunny.
on opposite sides of you.
Yeah.
I think that there is a world where he's not thinking of the ramifications, and it's not malicious or it's not flippant. It's like, I didn't think it through and I did this, and then I got met with resistance, so I panicked and made it like it's nothing, causing it to be worse.
You're telling me
There is a world where that's
you're telling me a guy
Yeah.
is going to see a video of him kissing some other girl, and you're going to think that guy's going to be like, I'm going to show this to my girlfriend. She's going to think this is hilarious.
If it's AI, yes, I am saying that.
That is crazy.
I am saying that.
Thank you, Brandon. I'm like, hold on now. We're
did you
not
think
completely
that?
lost, are we?
If I was in that scenario, because That's the only weird thing that I just don't understand. Why specifically those two coworkers? Because if there was no reason, I'm like, bro, why would you? Like, what the heck? Like, if it was like something unreasonable, like let's say old lady, and they're like, oh, haha, look, and it's just like 90 years old. Of course, that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
But if it's like two
A real
coworkers
person
around the same age, and it's like, I'm like, bro, why did you?
Something that could absolutely be plausible.
Yeah, why did you do that? Like, that's not funny. I wouldn't have I'd probably be neutral in the reaction, like, bro, but like really confused. Like, why me out of all people? And then defend the wife.
Well,
but he didn't do that.
It leads me to believe that, because I can't see that happening to you specifically. Like, I don't know who would do that to you. So it's like there is something happening that this is even a thing between these two.
Yeah.
Yeah, between the two men, it's just like, oh, Kathy today looks... For them to
100% that's happening.
But I still go back to Sadia's thing of like, I feel like OP's husband didn't have good intentions. Whether he's gonna say he brought it as like a joke and he was clueless or whatever, I don't think he had good intentions. And I also think, which we all agreed with, the reaction was weird. The fact that he got defensive, the fact that he was like, you're not valid in feeling upset.
Yeah.
Because especially the more we talk about it and the more we go through it, I'm like, I understand why it's a fake video and she's upset. Like, that's really weird and upsetting. And the fact that he didn't defend her is weird. And I don't know. I mean, yes, you totally could say that, you know, maybe a guy's clueless enough and stupid.
Well,
but I'm like, also at the end of the day, what does that make me think you feel about me subconsciously that you don't even care about? Or like you think it's like I'm entertainment more than I am your wife, that you want to protect the relationship. I don't know. I just think...
See, because that's obviously what she's thinking. That's why she's leaping to the divorce thing. Is like, this AI video is correlating to me not showing that I have any care for you and I don't like respect you in any way. Like, that's why she's leaping to that, because she's like, well, if you do this, then this. That's what I feel like.
Honestly, Sam, go ahead. Sorry.
So she's making that leap. I'm saying, because this is a primary, like, we don't need to jump to divorce so readily. Can we like get into the root of this maybe and not let an internet thing completely destroy our marriage with someone that I was with, I reconnected with, I love him, I think we're meant for each other, but then honestly, like, we're gonna fight this fake internet thing caused the problem in our marriage, and maybe we can get to the root of that before me saying your character as a person is bad and I need to throw away this whole relationship.
Funnily enough, your like idea of maybe who OP's husband is, which is just like a dumb idiot doofus, that honestly makes me lean more towards divorce and agreeing with OP. Because if your husband or your partner is that dumb that they would be that careless with something like this, that really makes me reconsider who I'm going to have as a life partner, which makes me even agree more with her of leaning towards why she even considers divorce. Because now this is not our life. And we're just hearing the story and we are immediately being like, the more we think about it, we're like, this is horrible. This woman is like, you allowed this to happen because you wanted to say a funny joke. Like you brought this in because of a funny joke. And even if you say that like you don't get why it is, that frustrates me that you can't even understand why this is a big deal that you said as a joke.
No emotional intelligence.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like this is me realizing like, oh, you're stupid if you think that you are not, again, emotionally intelligent enough for our relationship if you don't understand how this could impact our relationship and how it already has by this joke and by the way you introduced it and by the way you respond to it. I don't know. That's just me thinking.
Yeah.
That would actually push me towards, I'm like, I get why you think that, OP. Funnily
Maybe
enough,
he's soft launching his cheating.
that would be crazy.
Can you imagine?
This story's from 6 hours ago, so it's not even like there's an update.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
You can't soft launch
It sucks too
For real
because
photo
like
comes out. It's AI. It's AI, remember? That first time.
we only get so much of the context
You
of
do
the
get it
story.
out.
I just don't know.
AI
if-
got us now.
I just don't know if like it's one of those moments where we get that side of the story that makes it seem like it's the worst thing in the world, and it's something completely different. There's a story we had one time and it went completely south because of how we responded and how the story ended. We were like, oh, well, yeah, I guess we kind of focused on the negative a lot. But I don't know. With this one, it seems weird. It seems like there's something. I'm almost wondering if this is one of those moments where it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like maybe they're going back and forth through a lot of him invalidating her feelings or not understanding where she's coming from a lot of times. And this is just like one big moment where it's like, this is weird, but it's like, no, it's been that weird the whole entire relationship. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
And see, that's different to me. If you're like, if there's a pattern of you like making jokes flippantly that like mess with her, that's different. Like that's a pattern.
Yeah.
If we're going by the story and what she's saying, and it seems like this is a thing that happened, then I'm like, then that's not grounds of divorce to me. Mm-hmm. A video of him actually cheating is grounds for divorce. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But I 100% agree with you, especially you, Maddie, with how you laid out of like, well, if this is how you treat this situation, who am I being a partner with? And it does need to be addressed.
Yeah, and I agree with where you guys are coming from too. I'm sure people are probably gonna be like, yeah, why divorce? But I think I wonder what everybody's gonna say in the comment section, because there might be, a big array of opinions. So this being the first story, let us know what you guys think.
Mariska looks so hot in that. Jeez. That's ridiculous.
Top comment. That would hurt a lot of people. It's not about the video being fake. It's about him thinking it's funny to send you that in front of friends and then acting like your feelings don't matter. He could have just apologized and said he didn't think it through, but instead he doubled down. I get that some people joke around differently, but if your partner tells you something hurt them, you got to take it seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever had this conversation? You meet someone and they say, hey, how are you doing? And without thinking, you just reply, I'm good. You? Well, I've decided that when I say I'm good, I want to mean it. That's why I'm using today's sponsor, Headspace. Headspace is the app that helps me and 100 million people with their mental health and well-being with guided meditations, mindfulness practices, breathing and calming exercises, and so much more. I'm reducing stress, boosting my mood, and sleeping better. Headspace combines scientifically proven benefits of meditation and mindfulness with modern practices, and you learn from experienced meditation teachers. Plus, with over 1,000 hours of mindfulness exercises, it's got the most complete meditation library I've ever seen. I'm a beginner, but a 5-minute meditation helps me take a moment before letting anger or stress or anxiety lead a heavy conversation. I've also been falling asleep faster with their large variety of sleep casts instead of doom scrolling on my phone when I'm in bed at night. Feel good and mean it when you say it. For a limited time, get Headspace free for 60 days. Go to headspace.com/comfort. That's HEADSPACE.com/comfort to unlock all of Headspace free for 60 days. Headspace.com/comfort. Thank you to our listeners for supporting this podcast, and thanks to Headspace for sponsoring this episode.
She should cut this guy off, just like this next story.
So D is back in the transition game. Am I the asshole for cutting ties with my younger 18 female Gen Z sister and completely blocking her from my daughter 3 months? I, 29 female, should preface this by saying I have bad postpartum anxiety, and I'm not trying to overthink here. My sister is very self-centered, narcissistic, and heavy on the victim mentality. Nothing is her fault, ever. It's always someone else's. If the spotlight isn't on her, if things aren't benefiting her, she doesn't get her way, she will do whatever she can to make sure it is. Peak example, I was pregnant in June. My water broke at 33 weeks. I texted my family. I have 3 other siblings, so 4 total. And 2 hours later, my younger sister texts saying that she's in the ER because she felt like she was having a heart attack. Doctor's conclusion was that she's overweight and had too much caffeine that morning.
Okay, chill, doctor. That's messed up.
Repeat that similarly for everything. I have distanced her a lot over the past 3 or so years. Everyone knows my husband and I are very private. We hardly interact on social media. No photos are ever shared online. Only a few pictures via text message to immediate family. My life feels like a reality TV show since this next event, and I'm ready for someone to pop out and go, it's a prank, but that hasn't happened yet. Monday night, I was on Instagram. A follow suggestion comes up for my younger sister's online handle, just slightly different. Think Katie, but like a different version of her name. It was a not very common name, so it was very obvious it was my sister. I clicked the profile. She has photos of my daughter posted with captions like, I'm so in love, or you're my everything, and girl mom, look at her new onesie. It's photos I've sent to the family group chat, every single one.
Oh.
Even the ones of my husband and daughter with I love you captions, and our family birth hospital photo where she crops my face out.
That's crazy.
Oh.
This profile had a couple hundred followers, and not a single one was anyone I knew. I immediately told my husband, who called my dad as I was in the bathroom, hurling my nerves out into the toilet. Dad forced sister to take the whole profile down. My husband wants to press charges. I honestly haven't been able to eat or hardly sleep, worried that there's more profiles, worried that I'm too comfortable and my daughter is going to get kidnapped. I know this is my anxiety here, but I'm worried my sister is going to show up at my door and murder us. In this mania, I texted my sister and said I wanted nothing to do with her anymore. She would never have a relationship with my daughter, and she was never allowed at our home again. I've changed all the passwords to shared streaming services out of fear. Again, anxiety, I know this. And I made an emergency appointment with my therapist. I've completely severed any and all ties. Now my dad is asking me to reconsider to maintain order in the family, keep things amicable. Only see her on holidays. Keep her out of chats. Don't interact unless we have to. That she was just going through something and I was overreacting because the profile is deleted. She's learned her lesson and apologized. Not to me, to dad, because I blocked her. Am I the asshole for still wanting to completely burn this bridge? Am I the asshole for still thinking about filing charges?
No.
I don't think so either. I mean, I don't really know what you can do about, but I guess she was impersonating you online.
Yeah.
But definitely like never speaking to her. I guess speaking to the police to see what you can do if that's something that you want to do. I mean, she did say that, you know, she's just experiencing like so much like anxiousness and like fear around like what this could mean for her daughter, because that's really something. What her sister's doing is kind of scary.
Wild.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Impersonating her sister and then also just taking away all the privacy that her and her husband created for their family by posting everything online, and you realize that you know none of the people following.
Yeah.
And your daughter's face is just everywhere. Like, how can you protect your daughter when your sister is out here sabotaging and posting her online when you didn't give that permission?
One thing I hate about this story is I hate that the person who always like has things done to them, they have to be the ones to like be the bigger person of,
yeah,
you know, just forgive them. Like they apologize, of course not to me, but like they apologize to somebody, and I have to be the person to be like, okay, like I have to be amicable. I have to be the one. I have to be the bigger person. I have to, you know, make sure we're all cordial. You know, you did this to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I hate about the story.
Yeah.
I think for me, I totally agree with the cutting off. I think this is a scary situation. It's weird that she did this. But after like years of watching Catfish and seeing when they reveal the catfish people and seeing these personalities and seeing the kind of people, a lot of them just need help.
Yeah.
They need help. And I don't think it's OP's responsibility, but I'm like, Dad, we need to figure out something, because to me, she's 18 years old, which is a prime opportunity for to have all these things, to be weird about who I am as a person and wanting to be like someone else. She probably looks up to her older sister and she probably wants to be her in some way. So I don't think it's OP's responsibility, but I'm like, someone in that family needs to get her help, because this is something that will affect her life if she continues to stay this way. Mm-hmm. So I can see on her side where I'm like, someone help this girl. That's where I think she needs help. So, but I don't think I think OP, protect your daughter,
right?
Protect your family. I don't think you have to remain cordial or do any of that stuff. But also, I would allow for the possibility in the future for something to happen if the sister does something to change it, because it's still your sister, And I think she should have the opportunity in the future when she proves that she really understands what she did wrong. She can show that she's done steps to actually get better. And then maybe there can be a relationship in the future. I don't want to like knock it off to forever. I'll never talk to my sister again.
Like if that were you, you would leave it open.
Yeah, I'm like, I would give an opportunity, but I'm like, I don't want to see you. Yeah. Definitely not anytime soon. Like probably a few years, I'm like, I'm probably not going to talk to you. I'm not going to be cordial because of what you did. This is because I need you to know the impact that you made on this is wild what you did to me and the impact it had on me. I'm going to show you that I'm serious. This is not something that I'm going to like a couple of weeks. Okay. Yeah. No, you need to know you really hurt me. And especially when you're young, you do think a lot of the world centers around you. You're like, it doesn't. And this is how I'm going to show you, like, we're cut off. But if 10 years happens and she comes back and like, I'm sorry, I would give her the opportunity to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that statement. And I would hold off until at least my child was able to articulate stuff and, you know, just really know the difference of danger and whatnot. If I'm going to have the sister around ever again, I would need for the child to at least be like maybe 10 max. I mean, minimum, like 10 years old, because yeah, that type of start, that doesn't sit well with me. And it's also because you don't know anybody. So you don't know what the sister was doing with that account or with the information that she was sharing. And the fact that the dad made her take it down, they'll never know like if there was like any personal DMs or things of that nature. So yeah, I'm a huge advocate for protecting your peace and literally protecting the people that you're responsible for. So yeah, she got to go.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I can see where you're coming from, Sam, of there's something going on with the 18-year-old and she needs to get help on her own. I also agree that I don't think it's OP's responsibility at all. And if OP never wants to speak to her again, then that's totally fine. Even if, because that's the thing that sucks about like you doing something to somebody, even if that person who made the mistake or who intentionally did it, whatever, and they regret it, even if they change to be a better person, OP could still choose to never want to speak to you again. And that's something you have to live with.
Yeah. That's so true.
So I don't know. Maybe again, like me personally, like you were talking about your personal, like what would happen for you. Maybe me personally, I'm like, maybe in the future, but I also get like, if I never get there, even if she becomes a better person or whatever, then that is what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, top comment, not the asshole. I'm glad you're seeking support for your anxiety. It's not entirely down to being a new mom, though. Your sister is unhinged, and it's not on you at this vulnerable time in your life to placate your family by having contact. I would be apoplectic. I don't post my kids online because the dangers are very real, and the rare occasion I have, it's private and only for select people. It's not for anyone else to post, especially without permission. I hope your family backs off trying to talk you into contact. You don't need this right now.
A breach of trust like that is just really, really hard to come back from.
What is?
I said a breach of trust.
Yeah. For sure.
And coming back from our AI conversation, like it's even more. AI's just taking all our pictures from social media and using it and all its models and everything.
I don't know if I would. I think maybe down the line, I would eventually talk to my sister. It's nothing to cut somebody off, man. It really is nothing to cut somebody off, especially if you've done me dirty. Like if Sissy is calling my phone, I will not be answering.
Yeah.
Like this next story.
Ayo.
That was really good.
So he is like sweeping these up.
Yep.
I don't want to say the girls are on the board, but the girls are on the board.
The girls are on the board.
Gosh.
We're showing up. We're here to play.
You didn't want to say it, but then you said it. You said
I don't
it twice.
I don't want to say the girls are on the board, but the girls are on the board.
That's 4 times.
We're not just playing to play. We're playing to win.
Oh my gosh.
Okay?
Andy.
All right.
Did she get money? I hate this. Man, since they got tattoos, they changed.
Yeah, they changed.
Hey, what does a butterfly
Switched up.
represent? Growth.
Clock
Actually, I
it.
have to clock that. Because it does represent that.
That's the only thing I know about a butterfly.
That's a metamorphosis.
Yeah. You want to know how much it costs? Yeah. But she was great. She was great. Am I the asshole for not answering my door?
No,
I stay not answering.
freaking hate. If you are not invited to my freaking house, don't knock on my door.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Verizon home Wi-Fi. I don't want knives.
Cutco, shout out.
Cutco stay. Actually, I did get like 2 months ago because I look.
Mm-hmm.
I always look, but I'm like, I ain't, if you're Jehovah's Witness, I ain't coming out. Or you Mormon, I ain't coming out. But it was some cute girl, and I was like,
I'll come out.
and she was trying to sell me some Cox thing, and I'm like, I will never return to Cox, but I like this conversation.
Who do you have?
CenturyLink or Quantum, the fiber part of them is Quantum. We should do a dating show. We should do a Bachelorette
And we could maybe have some
with a listener, and we do it with other people.
Oh, okay. I was like, who's gonna be the
Well, I mean, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up.
I think we should do
Valentine's Day is coming up.
It honestly, when it comes to
preparing
for a live
Yeah.
stream, yes,
Yeah.
you need like 6 months to be like actually
have enough-
finding people.
Damn.
Well, I think in the host of it, we can because I really do want to do a woman with men. I think we could find 10 men.
Or woman with women and men. That'd be fun.
If we get a bi girly, then let's do it. That would be cool, actually.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about us
Calling
doing a
all
dating show?
bisexual listeners. You must be bi, or at least pretend to like the other sex for a video.
Yes, actually,
Yeah, we can
confirmed.
do it.
Boys and girls confirmed.
Yeah.
Marketing. Are you bisexual? Love is
And I
on
want-
the line.
I want someone to find love, and I want us to be a part of it. And then I want us to be invited to the wedding. Make it cool.
All right. Am I the asshole for not answering my door? Male 26. I live in a building that only offers studios. I love it. The rooms are spacious, bright, and has a balcony overlooking trees and the outdoors. It's quiet, relaxing, and in a nice neighborhood. Honestly, it's the kind of layout that makes living alone enjoyable, which for me is great, since I prefer to be alone and not have to interact too much with people. The problem is, this building has a door that connects to the parking area to the stairs. This door is the only access. Everyone has a key, without exception. The problem is that some neighbors don't want to bring theirs. And since I live on the first floor and there's no one else downstairs, guess whose doorbell they ring every time they're locked out?
Oh,
Mine.
Oh my God.
At first, I didn't mind helping out occasionally. People forget their keys, but it's become a habit for some. Instead of taking responsibility and carrying their own keys, they just rely on me to let them in and out. I've gotten to the point of deliberately ignoring the doorbell. Maybe it stays locked so people can't just walk into the parking garage if they don't have a car. I don't know. I've gotten to the point of deliberately ignoring the doorbell to avoid any confrontation. But the problem is they don't just go away. They keep ringing the doorbell shamelessly as if I'm their personal doorman. It's frustrating. I love this space, but I no longer feel that sense of privacy when I'm treated like this. A neighbor who forgets their keys every now and then is one thing, but making it a habit at the expense of my peace of mind and boundaries is another. I've already disconnected the doorbell. Should I post a note on my door asking not to be disturbed? That sucks. And he's the only one down there, so they always ring his door.
I would be so irritated. Honestly, I might even talk to the building.
I
right?
have
Like,
to talk to the building.
dude.
Yeah.
That's actually wild.
Because there's no way everybody's ringing my door to like be able to get in. No.
That's
No way.
crazy.
No way. No way. I couldn't. I would literally go crazy. I would ignore it every day. of the
I
week.
would definitely ignore it.
I feel like this is like that example of when somebody's trying to be nice. Oh, what happened?
The little
The
ouchies.
little ouchies.
Oh, the way your face may seem like something spilled over that guy.
No.
Oh. Could you pass one down for me?
She said, yeah, bring that up.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, it's toss it down here.
Ooh, ouchie. I feel
Lose
like-
my focus.
Yeah. This is like one of those things where this shows like people being kind just to be kind, and then people taking advantage of that.
yes.
And then them being like, I can't be a kind person anymore.
Right.
I just can't imagine the person that is so inconsiderate
Yes.
that would just do something like that, knowing like this is someone's apartment, like this is where someone stays. It's not like there's a doorman here. It's not like this is the intercom system to the office.
Right.
This is literally somebody's apartment, and
Someone
I'm gonna
who's paying money to live here like me.
continuously ring the doorbell because I forgot my keys. And what it sounds like is I'm purposely forgetting my keys and just relying on this person in this apartment to let me in.
Yeah.
That would.
You're right about being inconsiderate, because I think I didn't actually live in an apartment, and I think she forgot her keys one time, and she had to ask someone to let her in, and that like spun her. She was like, "I'll never let this happen to me again," because you don't want to inconvenience other people. You don't want to like, "Oh, I'm sorry," just to think about doing it day after day after day. Like, yo, this is my thing. I get my doorman who happens to live here to open the door every single day.
Yeah.
Why would what kind of person thinks like that?
That sucks too, because A, he's not getting paid for it. B, they're not seeing him as another resident.
Also,
like they're so like in apartments you have to like live a certain way. You can't stomp too loud because the people downstairs from you. You can't hit the ceiling because the people upstairs. And it should be viewed as, I can't knock on his door if I left my key. But since he was nice and opened up that boundary, people just took advantage. That's
also,
tough.
he's he doesn't want to be bothered by people.
Right.
He likes the privacy that he has with this like apartment, and the fact that he's like living in hell almost right now with like his like what he would want socially. The other thing is, you were saying I can't imagine people like that. I honestly feel like I can't imagine like a person like that. I feel like there's so many people in the world that just don't care, and that are like, it's my way or the highway, and they don't care about the inconvenience.
Main character syndrome for sure.
You know?
People are just here to serve me.
So yeah, you're not the asshole for not answering the door. Definitely talk to your building about that. That's probably the only people that can really do something. Yeah. Top comment, not the asshole. I would be absolutely furious if people use me as their de facto doorman. To be honest, I'd be tempted to put a note on the door that says, first time you forget your keys, it's free. $10 for every time after that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Charge.
Pay up.
Oh, that's the perfect multiple streams of income. That's the perfect.
I bet you remember your key.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Honestly, 10 is not enough.
Yeah.
You're inconveniencing my life.
Oh, you want to get in here? It's 25.
Listen, when they do those, when you call somebody, when you leave your keys out your car, lock them out,
they upcharge you.
An arm and a leg. Arm and a leg.
Smooth 100.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
Smooth 100.
Easy. Right?
Yeah.
I'm charging like 50.
Hey, you ain't knocking on my door.
Second
Checks
time I'm
in the
charging
mail.
50. I am.
Pay wherever I go. You're saying that.
They're like, can you let me in?
You're like, nah. There's a party in the back though.
Slide it.
The backyard.
Open the slot.
Like this next story.
Hey!
Boys.
Hey, yo!
Boys.
Girls.
Whoa.
I don't know.
She's like, it is pretty catchy.
Yeah, she's like, I'm putting this. I can't help it.
What am I going to say? I'm not going to join in? What am I going to say? I'm not going to join in? Okay. Did I hit the button? Did I hit the bada boom?
Don't hit it.
Bada bang, bada boom.
Boom. Am I the asshole for not changing my annual backyard party plans for my boyfriend and his kids?
It's always the boyfriend and it's always the
It's
children.
always the children. Get rid of them.
Well,
Cynthia said,
Oh,
whoa.
no, not that. I thought we were on the same page.
Yeah, usually you two are. And honestly, I would, if, you know what's crazy though? If Cynthia said that, I'd be like, girl, right.
You're like,
Right.
get rid
Them
of them.
kids.
Get rid of them.
But now that
honestly.
Sam said, I'm like, oh my God, Sam.
there are other options.
Okay.
For some reason, when Cynthia says it, I'm like, I trust you. I think I trust you.
I see your point.
Sam says immediately no. Sam,
Whoa.
come on, dude.
Whoa, Sam.
I just
Listen,
kinda, I repeated what SJ said. Really.
I'm gonna call out my bias there. I still feel the way I feel, but I'm gonna call out my bias.
I'm okay. I think we all kind of have a bias towards SJ that she can say things that Other people can't.
That's Jason
say.
Kensel.
Yeah,
Generally, I'm on the right side though.
Of history.
that's true.
You struggle, right?
I like the waffle.
You like to straddle
I'm
the
like,
line.
sometimes
Straddle
the
the line.
wrong side of history is fun over there. We're having a party. We're having a pizza party on the wrong side of history.
Yeah, you like to dabble.
And y'all are eating salads on the right side of history.
You know.
We don't always eat salads.
You stay eating salads on the right
Sometimes
side.
we eat steak,
Yeah, I eat steak on the right side.
We are eating steak.
garlic,
Well
mashed
done
potatoes.
steaks.
How would you know? You're barely over here.
I've seen it.
He watches us. He watches us from.
I'm over on
his
the other side. I'm like,
He a fan. He a fan. He a fan.
I'm looking over history. I'm like,
That could have been me, but
that
I did
could've
say
been me. I'm
no.
on this side.
Next time, next decision, I'm on that one. Okay, am I the asshole for not changing my annual backyard party plans for my boyfriend and his kids? I, 42 female, have been hosting an end of the summer party with my neighbors for years. It's always the same setup. Adults and kids come, we all celebrate together, and at some point the kids go to sleep while the adults continue the evening. This year's plans were the same. I was going to bring my kids, 6 and 10 years old, inside to sleep at home, which is right next to the backyard. From the balcony, there is both audio and visual access to the yard, and my kids also have a phone they can use to call me if needed. After putting them to bed, I plan to go back to the backyard for a little while longer to enjoy the evening with friends. I invited my boyfriend of 6 months, 46 male, and his kids, 5 and 7-year-old, to join us. He declined, saying he didn't feel comfortable leaving his kids to sleep at my place since they haven't stayed there before. He also didn't like the idea of putting them to bed at my place while he stayed outside with me, or going to bed with them while I stayed outside. I told him I completely understand, and I didn't have a problem with him choosing not to come. But then he got upset and said he and his kids weren't actually welcome at the party because of the way the party was set up. I explained that this party has been running for years with the same format, and it's not really something I can or want to change for one guest. My view is that guests can decide if the event works for them, and if not, they don't have to come. In his opinion, I should have left the party with him and our kids when it was bedtime. On top of that, during the party, I didn't have time to call him because I wanted to focus on my guests and enjoy the evening. He was very hurt by this too, saying I should have made time. This all turned into a big argument. So am I the asshole for not changing the setup of a tradition and for not calling during the party to accommodate my boyfriend and his kids?
Bro, no. You're new here, bro. You're new here.
Do some assimilating.
Yeah. Something.
Assimilate.
Adapt, adjust.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a plethora of words you could have done there.
Or don't go.
Don't go and don't make a big deal out of it. There's so many avenues he could have did.
Yeah.
And he chose the worst one.
Yeah.
And it just shows who he really is. So no, you're not. And I would really check in on the fact of why he thinks he can control your actions within 6 months of dating you.
Ooh.
Clock it.
Mm-hmm. It's been clocked.
Yeah. Because at the beginning, I was on his side when he was talking like he has 5 and 7-year-old kids. He's realizing the decisions that would have to be made to accommodate for this party. I'm like, wait, he's like aware of these things.
Mm-hmm.
He's conscious of this stuff. And then he lost me when he was like, can you change everything? Like, what? That was like, that didn't make sense to me. I'm like, yeah, this doesn't work for me, so I'm not going to go. I would love to see you, but I can't because of how this party's set up. Keep it moving.
Ended at that.
That's
Yeah.
easy. So he
Totally
lost
agree.
points. I think he probably got points by being so thoughtful about his children, and then he completely threw all
completely
them
lost
away.
me.
He went
Yeah.
positive and then negative.
Yeah.
So bad. Crash and burned.
Yeah, that's not good.
He started off really, I'm like, hey, present father.
Yeah, you better be
You
present.
know what you're talking about?
You're like, it's a new house, new relationship.
Yeah.
Totally fair. You don't want to leave him alone.
Yeah.
He's like, facts.
Like, okay.
Can you change everything though?
Oh,
He was cooking. Then he
That's
turned
not-
the motherfucking burners off.
Turned it off.
Yikes.
So just end the party when it's bedtime and everyone has to leave?
yes.
That's crazy. And this party's been going on for
Before
years. Well before you, buddy.
Before you. And it's going to be going after you after this situation.
It's going to keep going.
This will outlast our
Yeah.
relationship.
It will.
It has and it
outlast
will.
It will continue.
And then it'll keep going.
Yeah.
Well past this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because my thing, especially for the reasons he gave of why he didn't want to go, like this year it didn't work out. Next year, your kids are probably comfortable. They probably slept over. You would probably just participate in it the way the party's supposed to be meant to be.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I don't even see, like, it's just one time you missed it. I guess it does kind of suck that you're like, oh, I'm not going to see go to my new partner's birthday, which I think for some people would be a problem, but OP's okay with it. So I'm like,
I mean, truthfully, even if you just wanted to make a cameo, stop there, bring the kids.
oh,
Hey,
a cameo.
That would have been a perfect idea.
A cameo's beautiful.
and that's
Yeah.
it.
You don't have to go the whole time.
Yeah.
Also, it's just the end of the summer party. It's just like a reason to throw a party.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a
just want to take
big
a look
thing.
around. Hey, girl, you need me to pick up anything from the store? All right.
all right.
See
We
y'all
gotta go
Which for
bedtime.
me, I'm definitely doing. If I've been dating someone for 6 months,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get brownie points. So I'm coming at least with like, hey,
Stop
boo,
by.
I'm here. And you'll see me later too. You got to unwrap your gift.
Probably won't though because of the party.
Or
Goes
tomorrow.
past
It's me undies.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's a perfect thing of just stop by for a little bit.
That
Why
is
does she
really
have to
good.
end her party when you're ready to go?
Yeah.
That's such a great point, Brandon, that you're pointing out that he's already trying to control stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Sam, of he was cooking. He said everything he needed to say. And then something weird happened. And then he said, maybe change the whole plan.
Change the entire thing.
So yeah, really weird. Really
and
weird.
then add on, he's like, hey, I got this video of me kissing another person.
What do you think about this? I don't care about it, but what do you think
It's
about it?
AI, but
Yeah.
tell me
I
what
had
you
no
think.
reaction.
What is it? What feelings does this bring out in you? Does it bring out the instability
he's
when
just
your
staring
father
at her
left
deep
you
in
when
the
you were
eyes.
younger? Do
Also-
you feel that?
I think I want to have a
What
kid
do
with you.
What did that-
That was very specific.
It was so specific.
Somebody made an AI video.
What
said something.
happened there? What happened there?
Brandon said, wait.
It was an effortless.
See, this is why I don't do bits. I always take it so far.
Well, it's okay. It's just OP's boyfriend.
That was great. No, that was. Oh my god.
I love it. I love it. That's what you gotta do.
I go back. I'm like, this is even what she said. This is even more reason why divorce
Like, okay.
from the first story.
Yeah.
All right. Top comment. Not the asshole. He literally could have just come to the party and left with his kids when it got late if he didn't want them sleeping over. Like, that's it. Full stop.
Yeah.
Instead, he's mad. You've only known him for a couple of months and wanted you to change your tradition that involves others for what? Like, I still don't understand why he's so upset about this. It just doesn't make any sense.
Honestly, he probably learned it from his conservative mom.
Damn
Like
it.
This next story.
Yeah, like this next story.
I was cooking
I
it
saw
up
your
in
face.
my
I saw your
look.
They were smoking on that
I'm
SJ.
sorry.
I was cooking it up.
Smoking on that SJ.
We do have 6 stories today, so we could get to a tie by the end of this.
We could.
Wedding dinner. Wedding dinner.
Yeah, we could. We're not even gonna
Wait,
finish.
so that's the last
so
one?
We're gonna be like,
Yeah.
are we done talking?
No, this is not the last one. It's second
No,
last.
that one is.
Well, there's
The
only
wedding
one
dinner?
left. So yeah, wedding dinner and then Patreon. Am I the asshole for refusing to leave my apartment for a day because of my Muslim roommate's conservative mom?
Oh,
So my roommate's conservative mom wants me to leave the apartment that I pay rent for, that I pay to be in, that I pay to enjoy, that
Yeah.
I pay to be in there whenever I would like, whenever I choose, day, night, doesn't matter. I pay to be there. So.
yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Am I the asshole for refusing to leave my apartment for a day because of my Muslim roommate's conservative mom? Throwaway account because my roommate knows my main account. So I, 23 male, live in a college apartment with 2 roommates, both of which are women and one of them is Muslim. Let's call her Sana. We all get along pretty well and have lived together for over a year with no issues. Yesterday, Sana told us her mom was visiting for the upcoming weekend. For information, her mom is very conservative and religious and apparently doesn't approve of her daughter living with male roommates. Awkward because I exist. As a result, Sana asked if I could leave the apartment entirely for the day her mom was visiting. Like, be out the whole day and even find somewhere else to sleep overnight. I told her I wasn't comfortable with that because I had a major assignment due and I focus best when I'm working from home. I also didn't want to have to pack up all of my stuff and go stay somewhere else just to keep an appearance for someone I don't even know. Additionally, I pay equal rent and I felt like I had a right to be in the apartment. Still, to try and compromise, I offered to stay in my room the entire day and be quiet, / not come out at all, on the condition that I'd at least be allowed to quickly come out to make lunch or dinner, or they could just bring food to my room so I wouldn't starve. I genuinely thought that was fair and respectful, but no, Sana wasn't happy with that and insisted I should be out of the apartment entirely. She said her mom would freak out if she found a guy living here and it would cause a lot of drama in her family. I said while I understood her position, I wasn't going to dip from my own home, especially with a big deadline hanging over me. She's still pissed and being pretty cold towards me now, and also vented to our other roommate who stayed neutral and said she saw both sides. I really wasn't trying to be difficult.
Me?
Is Brandon.
Brandon, move out.
I really wasn't trying to be difficult or disrespectful. I understand her cultural situation, but I also feel like it's unfair to expect someone to completely vacate their home just to accommodate someone else's familial beliefs, especially when I tried to find a middle ground. So am I the asshole? And then there's an edit.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I feel like that compromise was actually like really solid.
Yeah.
Because there's a way you could have just talked around it. But also, okay, I've never had a college dorm experience, but you don't really get to pick who your roommates with. Is that right?
I mean, maybe if it's in the dorm, but I don't know they do co-eds in the college dorm.
The co-ed thing is interesting to me. At the beginning, you don't pick. But my last year I picked, like I lived with Damon and Josh, like we got to pick. But that was because we were seniors and we did get to pick. But for the most part, they put you random. Why? But I don't get why they would put you
random with
I've
other.
never known of, I'm guessing they do have co-ed dorms, but I'm like, I don't know any colleges.
I'm looking it up.
Same room?
Same
Because I'm like,
rooms?
maybe they just knew each other kind of like as friends. And so they're all like, well, let's just move in together because it's cheap to an apartment, not necessarily like a school apartment.
But he was saying the person he didn't know, barely knew.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about her mom.
Oh, I
He
thought
was like, I don't
talking
know.
about for the.
I thought he was saying
Oh, that changes it.
for basically being like, for this person I don't even know, aka her mom.
Oh, okay. I agree. Like, me even coming up with like, I won't leave my room for a day. Like, that's pushing it. Like, I'm going over and beyond in that point. I'm not leaving. I ain't got nowhere to go. What are you talking about? I ain't got nowhere to go.
I don't really think she has the right to even ask to begin with. Yes. I mean, if you are going into a shared living space situation, I think, and if you're under the impression that, hey, once I get this space, there is a chance that, you know, whoever might come, like, why would you have a male roommate to begin with?
Yeah,
if you knew that you were going to have as much backlash as you were going to get. Like, if you decided to make that decision, I'm assuming that you were okay with whatever repercussion that came along with it. Because again, you agreed to be here, but I think she's way out of line to be like, yeah, can you leave for the day? I think that's out of bounds. As someone who's paying to be there, that's kind of a crazy ask.
Yeah, because I was going to say that, okay, if the co-ed situation, which I guess there are some that do co-ed, but if it's a co-ed situation and they literally didn't have a choice in it, that's not anybody's fault. Mm-hmm. So the mom can only really be mad at the school.
And I'm sure if you could say something under like religious exemptions, like I can't live with a man.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would accommodate that.
Yeah. But then on the other end, if she chose those roommates, that's on you. Yeah, like exactly what SJ's saying. If you knew that you were going to have this situation pop up, then why would you put yourself in the situation to be there?
Right.
Yeah. It's really tough to come from like, to maybe be OP's roommate and then they don't really agree with everything their parents do, but they haven't fully like stated against that or whatever. So maybe, I mean, obviously, right, OP's roommate doesn't have a problem with living with a man.
Yeah.
But her mother doesn't know that. She like, you know, like what you don't know won't hurt you. But it's also like the fact that OP's friend is kind of trying to push it on OP to not like face the consequences of like, yeah, I do live with a man. And I think that compromise would be fair of like, I'll just stay in my room. She won't even know I'm here. I do think it would probably have been better. And even Top Comment says this. If in the beginning you knew this was going to be an issue with your mom, you should have maybe spoken about that. Like when you guys were first moving in together. I come from like a really conservative background. This is like what my family thinks. This is their traditional values. This is something that hopefully maybe you would understand more if like I were to come to you last minute and ask you like something that does sound really crazy when you're paying for rent. That's fair. And maybe it would have been more understanding of like, I'm still not going to do that, but I get where you're coming from. I'm sorry you're going through this. But to just spur this on your roommate, I think that's really unfair when you guys have equal rights to be there.
Right.
My thing is too, like at least OP bought a compromise. I feel like from the roommate's perspective, another way to do a compromise is maybe just buy them a hotel room. If just give them somewhere to go.
If you're really that pressed,
if you're really that pressed,
solution.
You pay for the inconvenience.
Yeah,
because it's your problem.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would be down if my roommate was like, "Hey,
hotel on you.
I'll get you a hotel for the night, bro. Just like don't come back."
And he was in a looming situation with a big project, a space where it's quiet and you get your own space.
Yeah.
Because I did live in a dorm room for 5 years, but for 4 years it was with strangers. And in that situation where we're bringing people over, it wasn't even like, can you do something? It's like we tell you to know that another person's coming in because you live here. So we're like, hey, I'm bringing this person over because I have to be considerate for you because you do live here and I'm doing something extra. So I couldn't even expect my roommate to be like, hey, I'm bringing this person. Can you change because of me bringing this person outside in? That's weird to me.
Yeah. So edit. Sana never chose to have male roommates, but it just so happened that she was practically bullied out of her old apartment, all female, for a conflict involving another girl, and this was her last resort. Also, I'm so disheartened to see so much hate in the comments, and it's enlightening me to be kinder and more understanding to Sana and her situation. This was never meant to start a debate in the comments, and I urge everyone to have more empathy and humanity. I will also be going home and asking a friend if I can stay over for a day. For everyone concerned about everything that will happen again and again, I'll speak to Sana about this properly and urge her to talk to her mom. Thank you for all the level-headed and empathetic comments I did get that helped me understand her perspective better, as I do care about her greatly and I never want to hurt her if I can help it. One day isn't the end of the world, and if it helps her, I realize I'd be happy to do it. So he's going to do it.
Good for him. And
then top comment, I had a house guest during undergrad with a conservative Muslim family who couldn't know she lived with anyone who drank alcohol or were male. She communicated this at the beginning and we were okay supporting her. No relatives ever slept over, and when they visited, we would hide the alcohol, empty the recycling, and pretend the boys didn't live there. One time her brother stopped by for a surprise visit. We just pretended the male roommate who was home was my boyfriend. It wasn't a hardship because we loved and supported her, and everything was communicated in the beginning, so we had a reasonable and non-burdensome plan in place.
Yeah, so kind of what Ashley was saying, just having a plan ahead too.
The pre-plan
could easily just set it up for success.
Well, I feel like I had that a little bit when I had a roommate who she called it polyamory. But if all the partners don't know, it's cheating. And she's like, can you not mention the other guys' names? And that was like put upon us to be like, don't say their names. So I would like accidentally call one of them the other name.
No way.
Accidentally or accidentally?
Accidentally.
Oh.
I'm a little petty little guy.
Well, yeah.
And because I was like, I didn't sign up for this to be in the middle of this at all. And so I don't like, I'm like, if we talk it out and we can come up with the whole thing, then it's good. But then you to be like 5 minutes before, so this is going to happen. Can you do this? You got it? Good. I'm like, nah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
If we share the space, we're both paying that. Come on.
We're both going to that wedding.
Yeah.
Getting that dinner.
Like this next last story.
I thought you had it.
4-2.
I thought you had it.
Bro, I was like, I really hope Maddie got this because I don't know how I'm gonna.
I didn't know how I was gonna do it either.
Working wedding dinner.
Why didn't I do it?
Honestly, when you started talking about, which makes sense now because midway through I was like, wait, this is a real story. But in the beginning I was like, he's got us. We're screwed.
Oh shit.
All right,
Maddie, I knew you'd come through, girl.
I didn't know, but thanks for having faith in me.
Girl.
Am I the asshole for rejecting my deadbeat father's wife's attempt to bring me and my sister into their family? My sister, 19 female, and I, 17 male, were raised by our single mom. Our father was a deadbeat who left when mom was pregnant with me, and he's got $50,000 of child support debt and counting towards me. My sister and I used to see him places when we were kids. It's a small town, and he never left, and neither did mom. He just quit jobs and go to jail rather than pay support or be a dad. It was probably a year ago when my sister told me she saw him with a woman and kids. My sister and I were like, what the fuck? And then and then we both saw him another day with just the kids. It was weird. Another time, all three of us saw them. We were all in the same diner at the same time, and he was acting like a parent for the first time ever. The woman with him noticed us watching, and it was a few weeks after she stopped me and my sister and introduced herself, and she tried to start a relationship between all of us. She had met Dad online, and they were married by then, and he was the most wonderful stepdad to her kids. She approached me and my sister a few times on her own too, when her first attempt at starting a relationship failed. A couple of times she told us he'd be willing to get child support back payments paid if we had a relationship. One time I got super far from her before she could get closer to me because she had one of her kids with her and I didn't want to start any shit in front of the kids. Last week she approached me on my own and told me how sad it would be for us not to be a family. She said my father would be adopting her kids in November and she'd love me and my sister to come and we could be a family. I asked her why she thinks either of us wants to know the family he chose to be with and why we'd want to see him be a father to kids who aren't even his own actual kids. I told her she's wasting her time and pissing me off and she needs to stay the hell away from me. She tried to yell at me, but I walked away. I did hear her say something like I didn't need to be rude to her when she was trying to be nice. Like I said, I was focused on getting away from her. But maybe I was harsh. I don't know. I think saying something once is whatever, but to keep trying is way too much. Am I the asshole? I don't think so.
No.
Oh, no.
How do you think she is?
No, I just think that last sentence, like, keep trying is too much. I think she can try. She can try. I think that's fine. I think a lot of people would try in her position, would try to mend something. But she does have to realize, like, it could never change. Like, the deepness, like, that OP feels from that is not going to, probably going to make it worse.
It's going to take a long time and a want from OP and his sister to change their relationship and how they see their father.
Right.
It's going to take so many years. And the fact that also the father isn't the one making this, like, I get, like what you're saying, I get where the mom's coming from. But after the first or second time you feel they're not feeling it, I'm backing up. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, if you want a relationship with these kids, you need to step up and speak to them.
It absolutely needs to be the father.
They need to know that you want to do it.
Yeah, trying to mend this bridge, because I understand where this new wife is coming from, where she's just trying to get everyone together. But I feel like from OP's point of view, going through that is low-key kind of traumatic. Like, you grow up and you kind of face the fact that, yeah, I have a deadbeat father. It is what it is. Like, it's a dime a dozen at this point. Add on to the fact that you're watching him now be a father to someone who aren't even his biological children. So then that's another layer added where it's just kind of painful, where you just have to really kind of sit back and look. Because I think most people who didn't grow up in a two-family household or didn't necessarily have the best relationship with both of their parents, I think generally speaking, most people want that relationship with both of their parents, at least individually. They don't necessarily have to be together, but at least I have a good relationship with both of my parents. And to see someone else have everything you've ever wanted, seeing someone else,
you cutting this pancakes.
Seeing someone else get what you shouldn't have had to ask for, you shouldn't have had to fight for, you shouldn't have had to vouch for yourself for. Like, this parent should have been doing this. Like, that's a lot to over. Like, that's a big hill to get over.
Yeah.
And
how old were they again?
He's under 18. So she's 19, sister's 19, and he's 17.
Yeah.
Because the whole, especially saying, we'll do back pay if we have a relationship. I'm like, first of all, the kids don't care about the money. Like, that's what you need to take up with the mom. The kids are like, you think that's what we're like, we don't want to have a relationship with you? It's because you didn't pay money? You don't have a relationship with us. So I'm like, even just the thinking of like how to mend this is completely off.
Yeah. And I just feel like the mom, the new wife, she doesn't understand that exactly how Sadia described is exactly how those kids feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You thinking you're bringing everybody together as a family, that is not how they're going to perceive that.
Right.
And if you can catch that these kids are not interested in speaking to you or having that, even meeting their freaking man, yeah, no, that would really upset me. You got to catch that, the vibe they're giving off, and be like, okay, I respect that. You don't want a relationship. I understand that this is traumatic for you, like she said. Totally encapsulate what that is, and we're not going to do that. I understand that this is the opposite of what I want.
Yeah.
And again, if the father wants to do that, that's his responsibility. That's not my responsibility. I'm causing more harm than I am helping the situation.
Yeah, because I'm wondering too if it's the father's desire to do that, because if it is his desire, then that's even worse, because you're making someone that's not even a part of the situation get into your situation, because the father has to mend that. The wife didn't break that. The father did.
Right.
And he's not man enough to face that and try to start the relationship back. If that's truly his desire, he needs to do that. And that's just, it's frustrating, because it's like, to me, if that's what's happening, it's just such a coward move to have the woman do that. That's a coward move. And I don't like that.
Because from what I think it's happening, because I think it, especially probably in this situation specifically, is he has this second chance at a family, and he sees like what it's like to be in someone's life and like to be there for children. Probably feels guilty now about what he did, and a lot of people, he is being a coward. He's like, dang, I did them dirty. And if he is going, he's either guilty and he is telling the wife to like, could you like help me, or he's not doing anything from the guilt. He's like, I'm just not going to do anything, and the wife is taking this on her own to try to mend the relationship. Either way, yeah, he's being a coward. Either way. And I think the thing about not having your dad in your life, you, especially as a kid, you're like, dang, I'm not worthy to be wanted. He didn't want to be in my life at all, so I'm not worthy at all. But then to see him going with this other family, you see him doing the right things and being there for them, you're like, so it really was me. Because he has the ability to do it. He just didn't have the ability to do it with me. You're like, and then you got your wife and he's not saying nothing. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's my dad?
Oh.
Who's my father, SJ?
Yeah, please.
You don't have to know, and that's all right.
Ouchie, that's good. Ouchie, ouchie, ouch, ouch.
Speaking of ouchie, I didn't even read the right story.
You've got to be.
Wedding dinner was nowhere in that.
What story? Where did that come from?
I thought, so I was like, okay, it's the bottom story, right? So it's the last thing that I screenshotted. No, the last thing that I screenshotted was Deadbeat Father, which was our Patreon story. So Patreon is getting a different story. They are getting wedding dinner. That's where that came from. So, yes. Deadbeat Father was the Patreon story.
Like this last story. We're on the board together.
No. This is going to stay in the episode, but then we'll just... No.
Man!
Freaking bozos.
Why did that give me the ick a little bit? I was like, ooh.
Bozos.
But I'm like, I guess, you guys do your thing.
Yeah.
As long as you're not...
No, we're not giving that to them.
No. They don't get the transition. This is going to stay in.
Yeah.
Oh, is that just for your guys' personal morale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
there
needed
you go.
that.
Okay,
We
I just
did
needed
need
to
that.
clarify
Yeah.
that.
All right, so we got to go.
Actually, I got shocked because I just understood what dime a dozen means when you said it, because I actually thought about what it is.
A dime a dozen?
Yeah.
She doesn't even know.
Like, I know what a dime a dozen mean, but like, what does...
It's like the majority, like 10 out of 12. The majority, a dime a dozen.
I'll give you that.
It took me, you saying it for me to fully understand that.
I'll give you that.
Oh.
What did you think it was?
I knew what the word meant. Like,
You know what
most
the phrase
people,
means,
a diamond
but-
does.
Yeah.
Like, I get the phrase.
But you didn't have a correlation to what that meant.
I didn't have the deeper
Yeah,
understanding.
that hit me. I got happy. I was like,
Whoa. Knowledge.
knowledge. Oh my god!
This is my biggest accomplishment.
Tell us how it happened. I want to hear the whole thing. How it went.
Okay, you guys are gonna be surprised by this. Okay, so my story before, right, was I really needed to think about something that had like purpose to me. It mattered, whatever it was. I couldn't figure out what I wanted. And then the other day I had been seeing like little tattoos that I liked, and I was like, let me, screenshot these. And then I saw like a random like tattoo like inspiration thing on TikTok, and I saw these butterflies. I was like, yo, like a butterfly would be really cool. And it was something where I was actually like really committed to it. I was like, yeah, butterfly's simple. I could totally just have like a butterfly. And I love the way where it was placed is exactly where it was in the picture.
Yeah.
And so I had the strongest feeling. I was like, I know what I want. I'm calling Sadia right now and I'm telling her. And so I call her and she didn't answer at first. She was doing something. And I say, I need to talk to you right now.
Now she texts me that. I'm scared. I'm like,
I need to talk.
okay,
to you
what's
right
going
now.
on? Is everything okay?
And so she eventually gets back to me, but I didn't see it. And so like 15 minutes later, I call her and I tell her, I say, Sadia, I know exactly what I want for our tattoo to be. Like, I'm ready to go today. Like, that's how sure I was
my
on, what was it,
gosh.
Monday or Sunday?
Yeah, I think it was Monday.
I was like,
No,
this is
it
how
was, it was Sunday. It was Sunday.
yeah, I don't know. But I was like, this is how sure I am that I want this tattoo. We can go right now. This is how strong the feeling was. Excuse me. And so
Actually,
she,
were you at this point? Were you like?
I did. No, I genuinely
was
believe
hyped.
it because she's never done that before. Like,
I've never done that
She
before.
was so pumped up. She
Yeah.
was like, "No, I want this butterfly." Like these, she had reference pictures. She was like, "Yeah, like I don't know if I want to do one or maybe like a few more. I don't know, but like these are like my reference pictures. I don't know if you want to talk to
Yeah.
her." Now, I had already had an appointment scheduled
For
on
Wednesday.
For Wednesday,
and we're shooting this Thursday.
Yes, I had already had an appointment scheduled for Wednesday.
Yeah.
She was like, I really want to, and I'm like, well, I can tell my artist, I can be like, hey, can we just pause the idea that I had and let's just do me and my best friend. We want to get matching tattoos. She's like, oh yeah, that's perfect. Like we can do that. So I genuinely believe Maddie at this point because she had never been like, yeah, I could go like right now, sit in the chair. And I was like,
Never.
really?
Oh
I've never
my
talked about tattoos
gosh.
like that. And then the next day, I have this feeling of that dropped in my stomach. I wake up and I'm like, because I told her, she was like, let me know. No, yeah. So the next day, which is Monday, I text her and I'm like, hey, I'm still feeling okay about it, but I am feeling like I want to backslide a little bit. Like I'm feeling some cold. What is that?
The
Cold
first
feet?
thing she said was, hey, so I kind of have cold feet. And I'm like,
But I did say, I did say I kind of have cold feet, but then I was like, I'm not fully sure yet. So I'm just going to sit with it. And she was like, okay, well, make sure to tell me by like, you basically have 24 hours to figure it out.
You got 24 hours.
yeah, just so,
So
that
we
we
can
could
cancel.
cancel. Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, like I'll keep thinking about it. But I had a huge feeling of potential, like you're making the biggest mistake of your life.
Oh.
So it went from having a super high feeling of,
Yeah.
yes, I'm sure of this. I know exactly what I'm going to do to, you're going to regret this for the rest of your life. And so I was like, do I want a freaking butterfly on me? Like,
Now, when she texted me that she had cold feet, I like I said, I genuinely believed her. So when she told me about the cold feet, I was like, of
there we
course.
go
I'm like,
again.
Same old
the
Maddie.
second I believe her, of course. So I was like, you know what? Like I get the cold feet feeling, like the feeling of, damn, I'm gonna have this like for the rest of my life. Do I actually want this? And I was like, okay, if you really don't want to do it, that's fine. Just
Especially
let
on
me
the
know. We don't
first
have to
one.
do it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get that.
Oh, like for your first tattoo, I get it.
Yeah.
yeah, but I did have a feeling of like what people were saying in the chat last time of like, only get a tattoo if you actually want a tattoo. Because I was like, I feel like I'm going to disappoint Sadia if I don't get it. Because I was so sure of myself. And so that's why I was like, I just need to think a little bit longer. 24 hours passes of when we can cancel. And I'm like, yeah, I wasn't going to text her anyway. I think I'm ready to do this. Like I was like, it changed from being like super sure to worrying to now I'm like, okay, I think this is what I want to do. But I am a little nervous, but I'm ready.
Yeah.
And then we get there and we're like talking to the artist and I'm like nervous, but I'm ready. And
Who
then
went first?
Of course, I
Sadia
did.
went first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
that's what I'm like. Maddie, go first. I need to make sure.
We were joking. We were like, we need to tell her to
That's
go
what
first.
Sam
But then
did
the
to me.
artist was like, so Steve's gonna go first. So like, don't worry, you can fill out whatever you need to fill out. And I was like,
Okay.
Maddie drives away.
we were literally joking. If that's what I think we were doing, like coping jokes. We're like, what if I leave right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you later. See you tomorrow.
And Sadia's like, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sat there and I was nervous, of course, like especially like right when she was finishing up with her, because then I was like, what if this hurts so bad? Like at that point, because when I first saw the stencil, when she put the stencil on me and I showed up at the appointment at the first time, I was like, oh, I had that feeling again, because I was like, the stencil obviously doesn't show all the shading, so I was like,
It was just like lines.
he was just lying. So I was like, oh my God, what do I need to tell them? I don't want this.
Yeah.
And then as I'm sitting there like contemplating, like, Maddie, you need to speak up for yourself. I see the drawing on the sketch pad and I'm like, I see the shading and I'm like, wait, is that one mine? I said, he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, that one's mine? And then, so that's when I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then, yeah, I basically, once she was tattooing me, I was just kind of nervous that I was going to regret it, but I wasn't really.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that big of a feeling of nerves. And then we go and we look over once I'm done, which was like 45 minutes. We go and we look over and Sadia's checking it out with me. And her and I literally like almost start jumping on each other's like as we see it. Just,
oh my gosh.
But yeah, I saw it and I immediately loved it. Like I was like, she killed this tattoo, because I immediately saw it and I was like, whoa, that looks so good.
She was so giddy. It was so cute to see her so happy. I was like, that's right.
Because you guys know, like, if I'm actually excited, that's the only time that I'm going to be able to do that. Otherwise, it's going to feel fake. Like, because the artist was like, well, what do you think about it? Because I feel like I also caught her like looking at us when we were like looking. I feel like she was like smiling as we were like excited about it, which obviously is a good thing. But she came over, or we came back to her and she was like, what do you think? And I was like, I love it. I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I was like, you did a great job on the shading. Like, it looks amazing. Mm-hmm. But I will say, and Sadia said, give it a few weeks. But I'm like, when I got the tattoo done, I was like, I'm not any closer getting more tattoos though. Like, I'm like, the debate, the search for what I would want on my body forever started again. I was like, oh, okay, I'm nowhere near getting another freaking tattoo. But I saw this, I was like, okay.
You gotta get little butterflies flying around the big butterfly.
We'll see.
Madi said, probably not.
And the 5-year cycle starts again.
I mean, we're good. You got one. You're a part of the club now.
And it's so cool. It's such a cool tattoo.
That's all I needed.
Yeah, we got you guys so good.
That was, I love that reveal. That reveal was so perfect.
And then she's like, I got one. Oh, it looks like and I was like, wait, looks like the one. It literally took forever for me to process what was happening.
But yeah.
Well, because for the beginning, I was like, she got a little a faded smiley face on her thing.
He said, wait, what?
So I'm like, now I gotta pretend like I like the faded smiley face.
I gotta be supportive.
And he's like, thank God it's a marker. I was like, oh my God, thank God.
And then Sam about got up and I was like, and then that's when City was like, well, I got one. So and you're like,
I would have been kicked off the podcast where I fight you too, because I'm that mad.
Well, I think you would have ran through one of these windows, ran back through, been like, I'm really upset, ran through again, ran back through. You're like, I forgot my drink, and ran through again. And that would have been really upsetting.
Oh my gosh. I was not ready for this today.
Yeah, that was crazy.
This is my lifetime achievement award.
Literally,
honestly.
I told Sadia, I was like, if it weren't for you, I never would have got a tattoo.
You were the perfect person to do it with.
I think so.
Because I think, like other people, I'm like, I would have gave up 2 years ago.
you were resilient. Yeah.
I had to be.
The patience, the perseverance, SJ, come on.
I had to be. I knew what I wanted, and I had to make it happen.
You wanted a tattoo with your best friend.
I wanted that.
And we got it.
And we got it.
And it looks good.
It looks damn good.
Yeah.
On SJ's vision board, she takes off he's like,
the biggest thing.
Done. It's just Maddie tattoo.
It's just the top of the tower, too.
She claps.
I can finally rest.
She's like, wow, I achieved this at 25. It's
Rest
amazing.
on a grateful universe.
It is a butterfly. She knew it was a butterfly 5 years ago.
This was actually the butterfly effect. Yeah. What's that movie again? It would have been 2 different timelines. It was like I think Sadia was trying to get me to get a tattoo so bad because if I didn't get a tattoo, the timeline would have been horrible.
It would have
So
been
I think now that I
fucked
have a tattoo, we're going into a happier timeline.
Thank God.
You know what? I think maybe
And Sadia knew that.
the universe is ready to reset now.
I think so.
We've hopped back onto the main timeline. We've killed the branches, and we're back on where we're supposed to be
That's what we
going.
needed.
Right?
Yeah.
That was a close one. It was getting
Not comfort level getting multiverses. I can't deal this anymore.
getting scary, but we're back on track,
I
guys.
felt a shift yesterday, and now I know why.
And now you know
When
why.
did you feel it?
I felt it around 3:15.
That actually probably
That
wasn't
is
me.
actually really
I mean, I know
accurate.
you're just saying stuff, but I'm like, because we went in at 2 or 1:30.
Yeah.
By the time you started, it was probably like 2.
Mine actually
why
just
the
got
smoke's in
done.
the air.
Mine got done at like 3:15, and Maddie was getting ready to start.
Yeah. All right, we got to go, guys. Sadi's got 4 minutes on the board. We might need a little
Okay.
bit more than that to do Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Just hit the like and subscribe.
like.
Just for that.
Subscribe.